Okay, guys, it looks like I'm back. I'm not sure. Okay, are you guys still here? It says I'm live. Whether I am or not, I don't know. I don't know why it is doing this. I'm not sure. Okay, Susan, thank you. I wasn't even sure I was back. I don't know. Thanks for following me. I don't know. This certainly is not any fun to have because now I know it's happening to everybody else. It happened to Becky the other night, and it happened to Lisa, and happens to Mary all the time. But it's just getting old. It's a quest. Yeah, that's right. It's a quest. Hi, Becky. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, and it, I don't know with Mary. She seems to be able to just refresh. Ah, her grandniece's birthday. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that one comes out real well, and I'll have to. Okay, let's try. I wanted to try this rose because it's a bigger piece. So, okay, so we need about that much. Thanks for coming finding me, Becky. I don't know. But I have these things called map drawers in my studio. If you guys haven't seen my studio tour, they're the purple drawers, and they are huge. And I have two of them filled with stamps, 2 layers thick, and there's still a huge pile of stamps in my laundry room storage room. So I have a lot of stamps. So now another thing is a friend of mine's mother at one point was getting rid of all of her rubber stamps, and I ended up with a bunch of those. So they were not purchases. They were just a lot of things were given to me. And then as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I earned a lot of stamps over time. So, but I have too many. I've gotten rid of a bunch of them, but just as soon as I get rid of something, I know I'm going to want it. At the same time, you have stuff that you don't use. Yeah, that's right, Susan. I'm old enough to remember a party line. When I was little, we were on a party line. Okay. Oh, the rose came out really cool. Can you see that? If I tip it. Take my clothes, take my shoes, don't take my crafty stuff. That's true. That is very true. Oh, I was going to do this one. In honor of Halloween, we have to have a skull. It is going to be Halloween soon. And Susan, when I get finished with them, I ink them. If you didn't watch the other video, when they dry, you can manipulate them, and you can put ink on them, and it will bring out the design even more. So, and I just wanted to have a big old pile of them ready for whatever I want to do with them. No, that's not wanting to go in there. Ooh, scary, scary. Yeah, right. He's not very special, I don't think. Put him up there. This one is real intricate, so we'll see how it turns out. Janet's going to come back from making her egg salad and go, where'd she go? However, guys, if I get dropped again, I'm just going to stop because this is just kind of ridiculous today. And the other day when it happened to me last week, oh, it was Monday night when I streamed in Lisa's time slot. Lisa wasn't here, so I did it impromptu in Lisa's time slot. When that happened to me, I checked, and our internet was as strong as always, so it has to be YouTube. I just can't think that it was my internet doing it. This is also fun because you get to squash stuff. This is what we should be doing when we're thinking about those bugs we don't like. I don't like anything that surprises me. I don't like mice. I don't like snakes. Now, if I know that they're there, they don't much bother me. Well, that is so intricate that it doesn't really show very well. So we might not do that one again. This one, I forgot I had this one. I don't think I did any of them the other day. And it ought to work really well. Susan, you can't really ink it very well until they're dry, because otherwise the ink just bleeds out into the paper. So I will ink one when it gets dry. I'll ink one, but they take a day or two to dry. You've got so many layers of paper in them that even under the fans, it takes a while to get them dry. Okay. Oh, Janet, you found us. I was just talking about you. You must have heard me. Oh, I won't throw it away. What do you mean? No, I won't throw it away. I will just, did I say throw it away? Didn't mean that. That one's got some nice deep cavities in it. I think we ought to make it one more layer thick. And if you can't tell, I have a theme going here. Oh, that one came out real well. Can y'all see it? Yeah. Um, what was I going to say? I have all kinds of stamps. They're not all flowers. Oh, yeah, we don't throw anything away. No. Well, and then I bring home stuff. Oh, guys, if you were here last week when I did my live, or I think it was Sunday, it was either Sunday or Monday. I showed off some music pages that my sister sent me. They're not here right now, but we were talking about them because they're orchestra sheets from 1926. They're Irving Berlin Orchestra packages. So I was afraid that she had gone and spent a lot of money on them because, she goes to antique places and stuff like that. So I asked her, we talked on the phone this week and I asked her. She said they were at the dump. Now they have this place at their dump called free cycle place where you can leave things that someone else might want, and the nasty trash goes one place and other stuff goes another place. Well, she had gotten these at the free cycle place. They're from 1926. I couldn't believe it. I was just amazed that somebody had gotten rid of them. Now, granted, as far as music goes, they're falling apart, but they're gorgeous. And I probably will not tear them up. I don't know that I can bring my heart to tearing them up. That's why she sent them to me. But no, and Susan, not only that, we're using toilet paper to make art with. uh, yep. Now I have done this with paper pulp. It's not worth the fuss of paper pulp. These work really well, just as they are. I want to make another. Let's see. Let's make another one of these. No, I've made two of those. I want to make another rose. Yeah, I might, Azure. I'm not sure. Yeah, Cheryl, Susan, a lot of people don't. Um, a lot of people don't see the value in things. But um, apparently, Azure, that they actually have a building kind of place for this free cycle part of the dump. Um, well, that's true too, Susan. A lot of people would ask who is Irving Berlin. Um, but Azure, from what I understand, first off, okay, she lives in New York. Now she lives in the Catskills near Hudson Valley. So, it's not a bad place to live. but they do not have trash pickup. So every Saturday she has to go to the dump with the trash. And she likes to go to the dump with the trash because she finds all this cool stuff. So I'm kind of making a little sandwich. But they were so pretty, and she didn't even realize they were orchestra seats. When I got them, I thought, oh my gosh, this book is so old, and how was it bound together? Because it didn't look like it had any binding. And then I realized that all of the pages were the same song. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Why would they sell a package of music that was all the same song? And then I realized that each section was marked for a different instrument. So it was just the whole orchestra package. And it sold, the whole package sold for 40 cents. So, okay, I got, this is all wet. Oh, I got it way too big. Now you want it bigger than your stamp, because if you get it too small, then it's hard to cut it out. Okay, let's put a little right there, a little right there. I think this one will be cool if I put it on like two corners of a page. So, yeah, Susan, it would be very interesting to know. Now, there was another book that she got too, and the book was Bach, and it was printed in German. I couldn't find a print date on it, but it was all printed in German. The titles of the songs and everything were all German. Yeah, I like this one. This one's real cool. Okay, I think I had one more to try out. Yep, this one. And I must have toilet paper all over me. Okay, is that? Okay. I need to find other places for these. Now you want to make sure when you go to dry those that you put them on something that doesn't stick. If you put them on something that's sticky, it will not be good. That one's taller. Okay, I'm going down the garage. Check on Scott. Oh dear. Yes, Becky, go watch over him. And I'll see you later. Guys, if you weren't here earlier, Becky's going to stream later this evening and do a Dirty Dozen. So, you'll want to pop back in later on. Say it again about sticky. You want to have something that they won't stick to, because I put a little Mod Podge in my water. I usually use the water that I clean my Mod Podge brush. Now, if you don't have Mod Podge water, then a little bit of some kind of white glue in your water. It's very little glue. Can you see how watery that is? I mean, it's just mostly water, but I do have a little bit of glue in there. So you want to have them sitting, you don't want to sit them on a piece of paper or something because they'll stick to it. Does that make sense? It was 7 or 8 Eastern time. I think it was 8 Eastern mitts, but if you check the chat from my first attempt at YouTube this afternoon at live streaming, it should be in the chat. And if not, we'll ask her in a little while. If Janet was here, Janet might remember because she was on earlier. But it's either 7 Eastern or 8 Eastern. I think maybe though it was 7 Central. Okay, so that one is really boring. It's not deep enough to do much of anything. It might ink up okay, but I'm not going to fuss with another one. I am going to try this little guy. This is just one of those foam stamps. Yeah, Susan, I just lay them on wax paper or freezer paper or something like that is all. A lot of times I put them on wax paper because I can move them around. They're laying on this craft mat right now so that I don't have to worry about them because they'll take a while to dry. They're in there for a while. Okay. And this is a little sun. And when I was in the drawer pulling some more stamps, it just said, make me, make me, make me. I suppose you could brayer them, but I think your fingers push the paper into the design better. Well, and that one's not really deep enough. We are going to try Mr. Giant Bug. Now, it's got white paint all over it, so it'll probably come off in the design, but that's okay. And Lisa asked me about this giant bug, I think, and I've had it so long I have no idea where it came from. I know that it was in the fabric stamps for when you stamp on fabric. Let's just, okay. I'm going to have